Alright, so I got my body work completed. A lot of hours to get that on there. Trying to get it to stay in place and then line it up right. And then while I was waiting on that, I worked on my suspension, prepped the frame. I had to drill two holes there on each side. I also had to drill two holes right there, two holes right there, and then I bent these little pieces of choke wire, carburetor choke wire. That was a pain. I would have showed you guys the process, but it would have been about 2 hours of me fighting around and swearing, and yeah, it was a hard, tedious process, but overall I got the suspension pretty much exactly how I wanted it, minus the springs that I will be putting on these sometime in the near future. Now let me show you how this suspension works. I got these. Back ones. Now eventually, when I can find the right spring, I will add springs to this. I don't want to really put any on there now because I like the natural movement of the suspension. It's just more realistic movement without them. Now I do also need to add some spacers between the wheels and the suspension. But overall, we have essentially it's basically the suspension Of course, when I get spacers in there and springs, it'll be a lot better, but that's just the general suspension. It's pretty realistic. Gotta do a couple more fine tuning on these tabs right there. They're pretty fun to bend. I made for the actual swing arm, I used these cotter pins. Really strong metal. Pretty hard to bend. Fun times. Let's see what else. The wheels and tires I got off a McDonald's Tonka Hotwheels. Let's see what else. Eventually, I will have a cage on it. I'm gonna have to get some kind of bender before I even attempt to do that, though, because there's too many tight little intricate bends that need precision. So yeah, there it is. Missed the beam right there. Now I still got to trim away the interior for to make clearance for the suspension. And yeah, overall, I think it's turning out pretty good so far. Not sure what color I want to paint it. But overall, it's turning out pretty good. And there it is. Sort of.